Nah, shout out to 90s, baby.
What, fam? Tell me had his cock on live the other day, bro.
Nah,
Crazy,
man.
fam.
Shout them out, man. Buy a ticket to their live show.
Yeah, buy a ticket to the live show, yeah, so Tebby can buy some pants. Man was in Dubai with his dick out on the live.
Yeah, honeymoon, innit? What?
I'm not on your live to your penis, bro. Keep that with your wife. Keep it halal, innit, over there in the streets, innit? Man's coming over with his dick out on live, because I don't think he clocked in it, don't he?
Yeah, nah, when I heard that, I was busted up.
Donnie wanted to pan the room and that. I forgot there's a mirror in that.
Man, alike. That's someone that's, living their best life, man. Maybe marriage is like the way forward in that.
Yeah? You saying you ready? Sign me up. Is man's ready,
man,
you know?
Nah, man.
You're not ready?
I'm not ruling it out, but I'm just, bruv, I'm not even close.
I was going to say situation. That's what the women's upset about, man.
Oh, what situation?
But yeah, situationships, man. Forget all this. Let's forget all this sneaky music talk. Let's get into the real shit.
Oh, mate.
Apparently, it's only black men that do situationships. Bruv, we actually can.
Bruv, we'll be chilling.
My man's minding my good black business, just relaxing, bro.
I'm scrolling the timeline and I see slander towards black men. I'm thinking, like, what?
Only black men do. Bruv, I'm fuming.
Which Donnie hurt you, fam?
Yeah, I'm fuming. You go and speak to Femi and sort out between you two, innit? Yeah, because Femi told you he wasn't on a relationship thing, innit? You decided to stick around, bruv, and then now suddenly it's the man's fault. It's always easy to blame someone else than to look at yourself and hold yourself. You know the buzzword, accountable, innit? But really, truthfully,
just say you want to date outside your race.
Yeah, if you want to date outside your race, do it, and don't try and make it the black men move to me and dealt me a certain way, and that's the reason. But also, why are white people the benchmark of behaviour? Have you ever watched Jersey Shore? Have you ever watched Geordie Shore?
Oh, mate.
Brother, Made in Chelsea, Towie.
Fam,
White trash TV is, I love it. That's why I don't want black people on Love Island. Bro, let the white people be trash, bro. Just let them enjoy it, bro.
But there's a black Donnie on Love Island stealing all the headlines.
We'll get to that in a minute.
I might even seen it.
But yeah, like on a serious note, I think there's bruv, do you know how much men are in relationships? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how is it just black men that are on situationships? There's white Donnies that are on that too, bruv.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
So
and what's a situationship?
This is something that women coin as well. Situationship.
Yeah, are you only complaining because it didn't end in your favour? Because, like, we've all been in these streets at a certain time period, and you're having a kind of situation with a girl, and she's fully happy with it because that's what she needs for right now,
and it
isn't
depends on their love language. And the thing is, bro, that there's so many variables, and I think like when women enter a quote unquote situation with you, yeah,
situation,
like who's to say that I'm on the same page as you, like going forward, just because you're ready, it doesn't mean that I am. You know what I'm saying? And like, you're gonna now make me feel bad for it because like you falling head over heels and I'm just not there yet.
Bro, not for real.
Spoken like a true pimp.
That's how it is.
Did you practice that before you come?
Nope. I didn't even know that we were gonna speak about that today.
That is how it is, mate. I tell you that now. Fact.
Talk to us, Sosa.
Oh man,
the oracle.
The oracle over there, you know.
It's good because you're not on camera, so it's cool, bruv.
Nah, cool. Do you know what? It doesn't. Whether you're on camera or not.
No, it's important still.
Speak your truth, my brother.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, cool. Let's be honest. Have you ever been? Have all the situationships you've been in always been in your favor?
Nah.
No.
Come on, show your pain, man. Talk to me. Talk to your brother Fols.
No, it's like, well, all right, you're talking. You're talking now, and then obviously you put the situation how it is and where it's gonna go in it. You don't put no labels into it. You continue. That's
why they call us fuck niggas because
no. Because once you put label into it, that means you're surprised. It's not actually now trying to get to know each other. It's actually you already looked at the end product already now. So that means you haven't done the actual knowing each other and everything like that. You're thinking that, oh, we're gonna be together. That's so
you're not trying to put pressure on
no.
The buzzword, the situation.
Take the pressure out of the way and get to know each other, because there's going to be certain things that during that time that you're getting to know each other, there's things that you might not like in it, and there's things that where you can be able to now discuss it between each other and then figure out how, if it's going to work for you, and if it doesn't going to work for you, then boom,
But during this whole time period, you're obviously pamming furiously.
Oh,
innit?
100%.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
What's the difference?
You can't leave sex
between-
off the table.
Oh, 100%.
What's the difference between situationship and dating exclusively?
Yeah, these
are all millennial terms just to say we're fucking, but you can't get mad at me and say that I'm your man. No, with the women, you lot are fuck niggas.
Why are you
Bitch, I'm a fat. Get me lit.
They don't mind.
Gun in my head.
baby, mid pam, baby.
They don't mind being in situationships. They just want to be the only one that you're talking to and pamming at the same time, which is fair enough. I understand that you don't want to be going around thinking that, okay, you're dicking around all these other people.
Not one, not two,
no,
but thousands.
Yeah, so I understand that, but that means technically you're basically telling me that we're together by saying that we're exclusive. No, that for me personally, that can't run with
you seem like a man that's like to be tied down.
No, I don't. 100. But with anything, I don't like to be tied down. The only thing that's tying me down is my contract. Phone contract. Other than that, there's nothing tying me down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need to know that I can disappear.
Carefree black man.
Free flowing creative.
Dip in and dip out. And that's not to do with because I have a commitment phobia or nothing like that. It's just because I just want to live my life.
I can tell you've been
You have commitment issues.
He's been hit with an essay in a WhatsApp because you're hitting us with the buzzwords commitment phobia.
Bro, I've been like, what's emotionally
unavailable.
That is my number one thing. Emotionally unavailable. Like, what? How does that? What? Because it doesn't work for you.
Yeah,
bro.
How does that make sense?
Now, dating's hilarious because you know people say, "Oh, we're talking about dating again." Love Island's on, so it is the season to be jolly in it. Where the streets are back. Yeah, I find it funny because I feel like online, especially, dating's treated like as a war of attrition.
Yeah,
who's gonna bend to whose will?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you don't do it my way, it's the highway basically. Mm-hmm. And if it's done his way, like everyone's always gonna come and give you their version. So it'll be their side, the other person's side, and usually somewhere in the middle will be the truth, innit? Yeah. Sometimes my man was a wanker. Yeah,
for real.
And sometimes you're just a bird.
Yeah.
You can be listen, it's fine. Sometimes some of you are villains to your own story, innit? Like, look in the mirror, stop blaming us. Don't look at me.
It's true, man. And it kind of like what the message that it sends out is that black men are against being in love.
Far from it.
I love love.
Not far.
What do you mean when say I need love?
Far from it. Like the guys that actually want to be within a relationship are in a relationship or get into a relationship. The ones that are not, there's a reason for it. They just maybe come out of a relationship or they just want to be by themselves for a moment. You know what I'm saying?
Or
there's no like expiry date on it.
Yeah.
Are you telling me what?
Hey man,
Man said canned goods never going off.
Do you know what?
Man stocking up all the canned goods for the war.
And then, bro, like sometimes I'm like, like, when am I gonna get back in a relationship?
You saying you tired?
I'm not even saying that, but like, I was out the other day, and I saw like uncles at the bar chasing, and I'm like, and that's not like to say that I'm out here chasing, because I'm not. But
you don't want that to be your destiny.
I don't want that to be my destiny, where I'm like just that, like where I could be at home or I could be at a bar with my missus. Do you know what I'm saying? Like rather than just.
But them uncles that are chasing,
who's to say they ain't got wife at home?
That's what I'm saying.
They're eating their cake, having it, buying new cake, got cake in the freezer. And they just got bare cake.
There you go. Them uncles are chasing the wrong way, fam.
I'm looking at them. I'm like, right. Your daughter, your son's probably on my timeline right now tweeting crud, not knowing that you're out here chasing young pants.
Man's blowing their inheritance. Yeah. More.
But yeah, like I think, that statement is trash. Like a lot of men that I know are in relationships, happy ones. As well.
And I've got to be fair because I hate when they do it as well. That was one tweet. It's not like there's like thousands of women saying.
Of course,
there are a few people that were tweeting stuff to that effect, but it was only one tweet I saw. Like it was literally like, black men are scared of relationships. Don't want situationships in it. And that person could have been trying to troll, trying to trigger. So I don't like it when it's done to us. I can't say
of course.
there's that sentiment across the
I mean,
board
I wasn't
everywhere.
necessarily
But
triggered by it. I just looked at it and I was like, oh, here we go.
yeah. But it's worse because it sows the seed. Because the problem is, we like to downplay it. Social media plays a massive factor in a lot of things, innit? Positively and negatively, innit? So once perception is perception on the internet, eventually it becomes, for a lot of people, unfortunately, their reality or their truth, innit?
Yeah.
And then they start to internalize that, and they start to use that as a reason why things haven't gone well in their life, romantically, professionally, whatever capacity. When really, truthfully, there's like real tangible reasons if you just take a step back. And why are you getting triggered by stuff on the net? Like, is it because a lot of you are sexing each other and that people are subliminally tweeting you and that? The man, that was pamming you is tweeting crud.
Like, create ideal situations as well in their mind. You know what I'm saying?
They're the people to be worried about as well, to be fair.
What, the ones that create ideal
Yeah, because let's talk as well. Have you been in that
ones to
situation where low key, like, it's not that this girl likes you, she's just relationship hungry.
Yeah, fam.
And that makes you want to run a mile. So you're in like a situationship like where it's like, I'm trying to get to know you. I may have come out of a relationship. I'm not in a rush to get into anything too heavy straight away. But I want to pam in it. And you want to pam as well. Yeah. Because I didn't take something from you, innit? Yeah. We both shared a nice sexual experience.
And that's what I hate. When
you beat me and blew out. Did you not pleasure yourself with my penis as well? So when you were screaming, Mom. When I was doing you was doing me. But the story will be, like South London Press. Yeah. Man on the loose, dick and dash. No, that thing proper annoys man. Because on the other side, then the man treat it like, I fucked this girl. Nah, brother, you had sex, innit? You know.
Is that still?
Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, fine, because it's still running there. Like, you guys are enjoying each other's company, innit?
Yeah, man.
Some adult wrestling, innit?
Yeah, adult wrestling.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I think when two adults get together, they've both made the decision of what it is. And I think when one person out of the two ends it, let it just end in it, rather than like saying, oh yeah, like, this and that and the other, like, blaming you for everything because it didn't work in their favor. Why can't we look back on all
these nice fond memories and that? Because not every interaction you have with a woman or vice versa, whatever sexuality you are, is gonna end in like you're gonna be running down the aisle together. And let's not act like women don't just want to beat as well. Yeah, and not get into anything serious as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of that right now.
There's a pandemic in the streets.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. I'll tell you that. The Oracle, talk to us. Tell us more.
No, like I said, there's a lot of out there right now. But the one that makes me laugh is the one that, when the one that you're speaking, you really know what I'm going, like, your situation, not even like a situation. Your friends, but you sometimes do your thing in it.
As friends.
Adult wrestling and that.
Adult wrestling. And then you just be hollering, but as normal, as friends, and see how you're going and everything. Oh, we'll link up.
You check in, you talk, you communicate, boom. Yeah.
And next minute, and then your next text will come out. Oh, so when are we gonna date? And I'm like, whoa.
Whoa.
Where did
man pull the reins back?
Like, where did that come from? Like, you knew the situation. Like, the reason why we're cool is because our situation is at this.
So you can't get a quick food in that.
Simple.
Well, you don't feed your babes in that.
No, don't put me out like that. My number one rule is no one can tell me that I don't feed them in it. That's my that's my number one rule.
Is it no malnourished babes in that?
Hey, man, there you go. We respect a feeder. At the end of the day, we need to eat, man, in order to have energy.
So when you're in your situation, you don't do dates in that? You're just more like a Netflix and thrill?
No, you know what, yeah? I never want to put that idea in your mind that this might go further. When I know,
so you don't want the accusation to be like you're leading them on.
No, but 100%. I never want to be that guy. I've been there before. Don't get me wrong. I've never been that. I've been there. Planting some seeds into your head.
But it doesn't mean at the same time that because you don't want to lead them on that you should be an arsehole. Because there's that perception of like, oh yeah, when a man's in a situationship with someone, is that like, oh yeah, you got to treat them mean, like you got to be like,
but what horrible if if you treated mean before, and there's been some like nice end product, all you're doing is going off like history is showing you that this method may work. I'm not saying I advocate for this behavior. I'm saying there's got to be a reason, because Donnies only do what works, innit?
Yeah.
Certain man have only got a couple moves, bro.
True. What change it up?
After
What
Yeah,
change
but
up the formation?
you can't be given the same moves that you did 10 years ago.
No, not at all.
But if it
you have
works,
to
it
evolve.
works,
You have
innit?
to evolve, and also hopefully she evolves as well. That she won't be able to.
Can't even compliment her like oh, you look nice.
Yeah, no. You got to come back. You got to come back.
because man are trying to make sure
Oh my
that
gosh, she'll go to her friend. Oh my gosh, she said I look nice.
But that's sad though. If you got a woman on the ropes like that, like just a little compliment has got her like moving mad. Like, oh my god. It all just depends on what standard you're used to. The thing is, everybody feels like they're gonna not everyone, but like the perception, everyone feels like they're gonna control.
Yeah.
Someone can just do you wrong or just be a wanker, and it's them, innit? It's got nothing to do with you, innit?
100%.
You don't have to internalize that person is just that way inclined.
100%.
Or what happened is women will be upset because like quick scenario, Donnie Dale dealing with whatever capacity it was, he's with a new lady now and he's posting it every 5 minutes. How do you know he's not posting under duress?
Yeah, it's true.
How do you know? You know?
True.
Some of you need to walk in the spirit of Cat Slater.
Yeah, fam.
I didn't just become a little bit of a slag. I became a total slag.
And people just need to understand, man. That was if that's your girl, that was your girl for the moment, innit? Move on, innit? Like, you can continue, innit? Like, where to skip.
All right, so Dons, yeah. Do we know?
Huh? Where we going?
Do we know that? Yeah, that's gonna be my girl from when you meet them. Do they have that little sparkle in their eye? You're like,
Twinkle, twinkle.
All right, so you're in a relationship, innit?
Oh, here we go.
Hey, man.
What it do, baby?
Did you know?
Do you pay this bill?
Did you know?
They know straight away, not straight away, but off the initial meet, I was like, yeah, I need that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like, the initial meet.
So you were like,
Now I was intrigued. I was like, raw.
you want her to stick around for a minute.
Yeah, for the foreseeable future.
What you said there is
Yeah.
the right thing.
No, but I'll be honest. Take away all machismo and like ego.
On a Snow Allegra thing. I just want you around.
I just want you around. You know the vibes.
I hear that.
No, I was very interested. Like after the first meet, I was like, as soon as I saw her, I was like, yo, raw.
There you go.
I was like, raw.
Hey, I saw Fols on the first outing and I was like, yeah, he's interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, I knew that.
So then I do understand where some people come from, women especially when they go like, when a guy like knows, he knows, innit? Like, so if a Donny is messing you around, it's because maybe he's able to, innit? So you got there is an element of that to it as well, you know? Because I didn't know when we first started interacting that it was gonna be a relationship. I'm be honest, I'm gonna keep it all the way true. Fam, she was just trying to bang as well, bruv.
We stand.
I might get in trouble, but that's the.
Hey,
bro,
man,
she told me straight. She's like, I'm trying to wife you.
Oh, right.
Bruv, you know you're mad. How much? Like, what? I wasn't
man
a
ain't
viable
good enough,
candidate
bruh.
in that. You
Bruh.
was just trying to get a little bit of dick and blow out. Are you
Hey,
crazy?
listen,
Come back, bruv. We go together.
We stand a queen who knows what she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, fully.
Bro, she wasn't trying to wife me, bruv.
Fully, man.
Hey, but we here now. Started from the bottom. Now we here.
Yeah, you stuck now, innit? See my contract? That's a lifetime contract. I told you, bruv, I ain't got any more heartbreaks in me. This is it.
No.
Bruv, if this doesn't work out, I might be one of them uncles at the bar, fam. I might buy a bar just to facilitate my needs.
Listen, man. Like,
No, you guys.
that's not my future. But
Yeah.
speaking of relationships and heartbreak, Meghan and Harry stealing all the headlines this week.
Oh, they're divorcing the
Or
royal
last week.
family and that.
Their-
Megxit is what the streets are calling it.
Their decision.
Yeah.
Their decision to step back from their royal duties. What are we saying?
A bit of me is like, meh.
It's
What does it
dominating
involve?
headlines.
What
So-
does it involve? Like,
Yeah, what is it?
what
What's
does
actually
it
going to happen?
involve?
What's going to change for them? That's what it is. Good question.
So
Sosa.
basically, from the little bits that I was paying attention to, I think the biggest thing was security, because allegedly that costs like
Yeah.
And-
Some serious peas.
like we're talking like in the like hundreds of
But
millions.
he will never not be able to not walk.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because like because their security is next level security. It's not like just having a Donny that like, you know, a 6'10" Donny that's following you around. This is like literally around the clock. When I move, you move.
It's
just
honestly,
like
you
that.
know, guys just in blazers and like, you know,
Earpiece.
you know the golfing sunglasses, them ones.
Oaklands.
Yeah,
Them men that will take a bullet for you still.
bruv, they will die with honor.
Yeah,
Fam,
100%.
it's a ludicrous stand-up vibe. When I move, you move.
Just like that.
That type of security. You know what I'm
trust
saying?
it,
So that's like the biggest expense, and people are starting to like question how they're gonna fund that, how they're gonna facilitate that, and obviously them making a decision to move to Canada and being in between Canada and the UK. The Canadian Prime Minister is welcoming of their residency or citizenship in Canada or whatever it is, but
It's good PR for them as well, isn't it?
he was like, there's still some costs that are yet to be discussed.
Do you pay this bill?
So from that perspective, cool. But the talking point and the outrage has been from the British media and the British public about Meghan sort of being the architect of removing Harry from his family.
Is Harry a pussy, bro? What's going on?
That's what I'm
That's what's
saying.
getting me mad. Like, number one, I was like, you don't really care this much. You're not pretending. If anything, low key, you should be happy that like this is technically stripping a bit away. Like, it's gonna mean there's gonna be some less money spent on her family just because they're not gonna be doing as much. And if this woman's annoying you so much, let her bounce.
Yeah.
But you're not mad at that. It's because she's the uppity black, innit?
Yeah.
It's that. How dare you have
Come
the
in
goal
and-
to bounce to not only make this guy love you, because obviously she must have made Harry love her with a love potion. It has to be in it. Yeah. It's not even plausible that he just loves her. It has to be some madness to get him to love her. And then now you say you wanna bounce. But when I check it, I'm like, Donny might have just been, maybe Donny's more aware than we think, and he's like, I don't trust these lot. They off my mum. They're not gonna off my missus. I want to protect my child.
There was a particular interview where
I've got it.
I wish I had it. Have you got it?
Yeah, come on, you know me, boy.
Come on.
I stay with it, bro.
He basically said it, bro.
If you know what I know, you would be moving the same way too. And do you know what? It's not even a laughing matter because what Donny's been through, it's 100% feasible with how he's feeling.
No, fam. We all know.
You know what I'm saying? So
Let's
let's see what you can.
I will always protect my. You know, my mum clearly taught me a certain set of values, of which I will always try and uphold, despite the role and the job that sometimes that entails, if you know what I mean. But I think I will always protect my family, and now I have a family to protect. So everything that she went through and what happened to her is incredibly raw every single day, and that's not me being paranoid. That's just me not wanting a repeat of the past. And if anybody else knew what I knew, be it a father, be it a husband, be it anyone, you'd probably be doing exactly what I'm doing as well.
Listen, man, lighter for Prince Harry, man, because that is strip away like everything that he's been privileged with. This is just another human being going through something and wanting to now, with him growing up as a man now of his own, having a wife and child, he wants to protect them from
the evil that's out there.
Yeah, man.
Whoever they is, he's protecting them from they.
Exactly, man. And like, you know, you've got like popular figures in the British media, press or what have you, saying stuff like, there's something about her that I do not like. Eamon Holmes, yeah?
Say his name, man.
Presenter of This Morning. He's got his own talk show on radio, and he's like, you know, I just don't like her. I've never met her, but I don't like her.
Does that even seem rational?
She's like, you know, she just irritates me. And I'm thinking, wait, what? You haven't even met her. Well, I'll tell you what, Eamon Holmes, I met you when I was 9. I didn't like you then. I do not like you now, pussy-o.
Big puss.
What? Bro, you didn't tell me about this. Bro, you got bare little secrets yet me telling. Nah. When did you meet Eamon Holmes, bro? What's going on?
I went on a school trip to the ITV studios. Yeah, man, like, and just things like that. Yeah, you can see just in like the language that they use.
Yeah.
They can't give you a justifiable reason as to why they don't like this person. You've never met this person. A lot of people were calling in saying, "Oh, like, you know, I've been following Harry since he was a little boy, like, and you know, he's just changed." But how do you know that? You don't know the man. Yeah. You didn't know the boy, and you don't know the man. Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like because of media and all the stuff with Diana, they know him. They're just upset because Harry's out here doing electric slide now, innit? He learned a couple dance moves. He's got a bit of rhythm, and they're jealous.
Exactly.
That's what it is, bruv.
The monarchy's changing at the end of the day, innit? Yeah. You know,
it's all the black preacher's fault. It's his fault, bro. Because that speech he had was too spicy.
Yeah,
it's because of him. They were like, you know what? It's gonna cost you. You're gonna pay for this one day.
Man overran.
Yeah. He overran. He was talking a bit. They had the black choir in it. It's his fault, innit? Shouts out to him though. He gave us a moment, but it's your fault, bro.
You know, them as a couple, I think, from when they announced that they were getting married, from they had the wedding, and they intended it to be like a merge of two different cultures, like. And it's not even necessarily black culture; it's just more popular culture that they brought in together. Like you had a lot of people there. You got
Idris and his missus there. You got faces there, innit?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you're dealing with someone that's from Hollywood. Number one, like this is someone that, you know,
has American and all that stuff.
She's American. She's made a career of herself. Within her own right, without even having, she made a choice to go and be with Harry, and obviously, like, she's tried it out.
And a difficult choice, though. We spoke about it before.
It was a difficult choice.
No, that ain't difficult. That's fucking easy, bruv.
I mean,
I'm a working actor. I'm gonna become a princess and live this life.
It's difficult in how your life is gonna dramatically change. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's an element of me.
No, but to whose expense?
My sympathy is capped a little bit. Like I'm passionate about this, not necessarily because of Meghan. More like I thought it's bigger than her.
Yeah,
it's like it's more.
Bro, it could have been anyone.
About the racism and
it could have been anyone. It could have been anyone. It's not exclusive to Meghan. I'm just saying that like certain people
for me,
subscribe to a certain
this
lifestyle.
is like another little G check. Like this what happens when you go over there on the other side. This is what you kind of got to deal with, innit? Like we as a people are very like we back our people, innit? However, whatever you consider that term to be, we back what we feel as our people. So she's always gonna have a lot of our backing in it, and we're gonna back her. But there is also a little bit of element of here. My sympathy is capped a little bit. It's like, what did you think was really gonna happen when you go over there?
I agree.
Did you think this was gonna be like
a walk in the park?
Come on, bruv.
I know certain things come with the territory, innit? But
doesn't make it right.
The expectation that you know you were gonna live a certain life, and you know you're married into a family. You're expecting a little bit of protection, right? Like just on the basis of like being part of a family.
Which is what he tried to do at the start when he wrote the open letter to the press and basically telling them like a light, soft, like G-check, back off in it. You're doing too much. And then someone tweeted out the like a screenshot of all the articles of when Kate was pregnant. Yeah. And the articles of when Meghan was pregnant. Bruv, the disparity is clear, bro. Small things like there was a time obviously Kate was pictured a lot with her hand on her bump, innit? And oh my God, this is so cute. She's so protective. Then when it was Meghan, she's being vain. Yeah, I won't leave her bump alone. And those small things, what it is with them, see, like obviously Britain's different. It's very, what's the word? Is it covert, over? When it's like, it's not as obvious. Which one's the right terminology?
Covert.
Covert. Yeah. So just because they feel like as long as they aren't calling you a nigger to your face, they're not being racist. Yeah. So it enables them when you have the argument. Like, what was racist? No, I'm not dumb, bruv. Like, it's even exhausting that I'm having to prove to you that you're being racist. I know you're being racist. I'm arguing with someone who knows what they're doing, and they're trying to play dumb. In fact, let's not have the conversation. Let's just keep airing you out and calling out for what it is. And I don't even need to engage. They've got this doctor at the moment, Dr. Scholar, that's all over the
giving
TV
them
at the moment.
Fire.
Giving them fire and that, which is cool. it's a shame. Maybe my ignorance. I would like to have been aware of Dr. Shola before this.
Yeah,
Because she was like quite an articulate, intelligent lady.
But sometimes you need your moment.
She's getting her moment in it. So I'm gonna be more plugged in and tuned into whatever she does. I'll just like to see her beyond stuff, innit? You know. I like how she handles them, and she G-checked the don and said, "Listen, my name is Shola."
Yeah.
She's like, first of all, you fucked up my name, innit? Yeah. Address me correctly, innit? Yeah.
Listen, Dr. Shola, the greatness that you have done is not even enough. You need to like
wheel it.
Wheel it. Because like she'll go on This Morning and then she'll say certain things, like, there's been examples where, you know, the media has shown, you know, racial undertones. And then naturally what white people tend to do when you say those things, they become defensive. When? I haven't seen. And she was like, that just goes to show me, where have you been for the past 2 years?
Yeah.
That was great.
The little Alfie was born and immediately being compared to a little chimpanzee. Where have you been? Do you know what I'm saying? There's no rebuttal to that because that was mainstream news. Do you know what I'm saying? That, so when I'm telling you that there's examples and you're like, oh yeah, I haven't seen it. Okay, but remember this. You remember that though. You know what I'm saying? So just things like that, man. And they've made their decision at the end of the day. The Queen released a statement saying that she would have preferred them to be full-time working royals, but she respects their decision. And there's some internal working out to do.
Oh yeah, fully is.
Is there a conversation to be had about them kind of wanting to eat their cake and have it a little bit? So they're gonna step back and do this like slow regression to like being in Canada a lot more and not being as prominent and on the front lines with like regards to royal duties.
Meghan secured a Disney
voiceover, which allegedly Harry was plugging that. He just leaned on my and said, listen, hey, I don't know if you know, my wife does voiceovers. And Disney guy was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, a few months later, she got a Disney gig.
Hey, man.
Hey, shouts out to him for holding down his wife, innit? He's doing his thing, innit? So,
yeah.
But there is an element I'm saying about eating your cake and having it where it's like they're going to get to step back, but still have all the, what, can I say all?
They're still going to have attention on them, man.
Not attention, but they're going to have a lot of that cloak of like safety because, like I said, the security, they're still going to have to look after them.
Yeah.
He's still going to lean and flex on the fact that he is a prince. Third in line or fourth or fifth in line into the throne.
Bro, could forget it.
Yeah, he's not.
At this point, forget it.
No, it's his dad, then his brother, and his brother's two sons, innit? So he's fifth in line to the throne, innit? So he's still a very, like, if something was happening on international shores and that, it's an epidemic, innit? Like, no country would want something to happen to him on their shores, innit? It's like, that's Prince Harry, innit? Like, it's still a big deal. So he has that benefit where I can step back, but I can still look after you under the guise of, they're saying they may lose the titles, but he's still Prince Harry, like.
Yeah, we know.
Which to me is like,
still the Queen's grandson.
Yeah, you lot are still going to be able to flex a little piece, but you're able to step back and do your own thing. But hey, maybe that's the benefit of coming from privilege, isn't it? You can kind of do what you want on this level, but the thing I just don't like...
You can be a nonce and things are swept under the carpet.
Hey, let's talk about that, because I didn't see that they didn't keep the same energy for Prince Andrew, bro.
And Dr. Shola, she had the shotgun and she was like, yo, like...
Hey, let's do stereotypes with Dr. Shola, please. not a shotgun, yeah.
She had the verbal.
Yeah,
she came with heat.
Yeah, lyrical sword.
And said, there's so much attention on two adults making a decision to step back as royals, where there is a Donny right there that is having sex with minors.
Man's hiding in plain sight, you know.
Can you imagine?
If anything, Prince Andrew's definitely going to send Harry like hella Christmas cards and like, bro, you took the heat off me, bro.
Man came out unscathed.
My favorite relative.
And the thing is that when she and then
Prince Andrew's on the phone to Prince Harry. Listen, yo, anytime you need a babysitter, I'm there. I'll fly out and look after the youth for you. In fact, I've got to step back as well. Let me know. I'll come and stay in the house and look after the kid for you.
Every time that was mentioned, the reporter or the lead anchor had to quickly divert it back.
Yeah, straight
to the topic at hand. We can't discuss this.
Shouts out to Dr. Shola with the bars. Scholastic.
Mate, man. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, let them live their lives, man. It's them.
Megxit, innit? It's so funny, like how the perception like a man can't make his own decision. You know?
Yeah, man. Like, oh, all of a sudden she's come through and like she's basically pulled his ear. Oh, Piers Morgan was like, oh yeah, you know, Meghan Markle has successfully bullied the Queen into giving in. I was like, what?
Bro, the Queen that was riding on the up block the other day, you not seeing the range.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
that proved to me that Harry knows well gone because, bruv, she's in the
pulled
big
up
boy
on
thing,
man.
yeah, and she look. You're outside the dance. You check the queue and that, and she looked, right, a couple baddies and that. She's in the big, bruv. The Queen's got it on her.
Roll down the window.
No. I know she's got security. The Queen definitely has the burn on the hip. Without a shot, she's got it. She stays with it, bro.
Fam, a 93-year-old handling a big 3 litre, you know. Don't piss her off.
Well, at first I didn't think she was driving. I thought it was a
4x4.
security. Then I looked again. No, she's
security.
Bro, in a head wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Grease.
Grease. No, she's honest still. I'm scared of her, bro. She can do whatever she wants, bro.
Bro, she's the only person, yeah, that is allowed to drive without a license.
I thought he was going to say something more profound, fam. Fam, she's got the burner on her, bro. Talking about license, bro.
She's the only person.
I thought he was going to say something mad, bro.
Nah,
bro, mum, I'm going to talk to you like, bro. Bro, certain man's mum don't have license, bro.
No,
certain man's mum be driving in the UK for 30 years with no license. You know why? Because they'll never get pulled over.
Yeah, but
aunties wearing gilly and that.
Yeah, but the difference is if they do.
Bro, if they get pulled over, what? Officer, what?
You think that could work to these racist donnies?
Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna say names, but certain man's mum have no intention of getting a license, none whatsoever, bro.
No need, fam.
Bro,
they've been scurrying Nissan Micra from 1992, fam.
I know this.
You wasn't outside.
I know this.
Mitsubishi.
But
That's
getting
soon.
pulled over. But
I've been in the whip with certain man's mum getting pulled over, and that calm, bro. They're cool and collected, like. And when you check it, auntie, what? No insurance, no license. Yeah, and. I said what?
They'll be saying Anja. They'll get a letter through the door.
Yeah, they'll get that picked up.
Points off their provision.
Hey, the Queen's got it on her, man.
The 4-4 and a 4x4, you know.
Trust me, man.
Nah, she's she can do what she wants, isn't it? So it is what it is, man. Hey.